Not now, no. The dog's gonna go mental.
Oh my god, Harry. That looks nice.
Okay, he's back.
Is that us? He's in the background.
Ah! Piano, ballad. Oh my god, give me a ballad, please. Watch me.
Hey guys, it is March 25th, and that means two things. One, it's been 2 years since Zayn left the band. Yes, I said it, and I don't regret it because it's just facts. And the second thing is it is Jay's birthday. And both those things are sad for different reasons, obviously. So happy birthday, Jay, and hi Zayn. Are you watching this video? That'd be freaking weird. Zayn is getting his daily scoop of Larry. Anyway, this video is not about sad stuff, so I'm not gonna talk about any of that. I'm actually going to talk a lot about Louis and Eleanor. Actually, that is kind of sad. Not in a sorrowful way, but more of just like a what the fuck? Like literally the Louis and Eleanor situation is sad. It's embarrassingly sad. So I'm gonna talk about that, stuff about Harry's music, and about baby Arla. Because there's a lot of misunderstandings there, and I'm gonna clear them up. So here's the latest news that's been happening in the past couple days. So before I get into Harry's music and about this baby Arla person, whatever, I'm gonna talk about Louis and Eleanor, because there seems to be a lot going on there recently. So basically a few days ago, could have been even more than that, Louis and Eleanor were spotted at a James Arthur concert. So here's some pictures of them sitting next to each other. And some people were saying that that's not Eleanor sitting next to Louis and they weren't sitting next to each other, but I think that is Eleanor. I think Louis and Eleanor were sitting next to each other. And also, if you guys noticed, Louis was wearing a I Feel Love shirt. Kind of ironic. And here's some more pictures of Louis and Eleanor leaving the venue, and obviously a ton of people around them. This says, people are acting like an arm around the shoulder confirms a relationship. Newsflash, they went to this concert because they knew famous people were there and that they'd get seen. I can easily put an arm around my friend, especially if we are stunting. His face was still bored as fuck. Yeah, I mean, an arm around the shoulder doesn't mean anything. You know how many gay guys do that to their friends who are girls? Do you know how many friends do that to their other friends? I feel like if a guy does that to a girl, everybody thinks they're dating because of the whole heteronormativity thing. But if a girl does it to another girl, or a guy and a guy, it's like, oh, they're just friends. This says, oh, okay, he had his arm around her through 17 layers, and that's romance, but when Louis bit Harry's back, made blowjob innuendos, stood with his arm around him a gazillion times, etc., that's just bro pals. I got you, stalker girl. Also, I see that making the Larry shippers mad comment. I thought she was a Larry shipper. I mean, the stalker is uploading pics little by little, so I wouldn't be surprised if she will still drop a pic of them peeking the bird style. Everyone will be saying, oh, it didn't happen because there aren't pics, and then she drops it. I wouldn't be surprised. Also, he obviously knew he was being watched, and it wouldn't be the first time they kissed, so I'm gonna go back to when she was talking about Larry. It's so true. Like, Louis and Harry have done so many stuff that's really not considered platonic. It's more, you know, over the line of platonic. We all know this. So the fact that an arm around the shoulder for Louis and Eleanor means they're dating, then what the fuck is Louis and Harry then? Why are they just friends? And regarding the stalker, you guys can't tell me that Louis and Eleanor didn't know people were taking pictures of them. They always know where the cameras are. The fact that Louis is looking straight at the camera says it all. If they wanted such a private smoke break, then they could have stood somewhere else where there were no people taking pictures of them. How ridiculous can they make this stunt? Louis is literally staring at the damn camera waiting for the stalkers to take pics. Yeah guys, this stunt is just so Eleanor gets promo. You might ask, promo for what? I don't know. Just promo in general, publicity, more fame, money. Whether Eleanor is a beard or not, why can't people just consider that they could just be friends? Do I think Louis hates Eleanor? No. I'm pretty sure if Eleanor is his beard, they have to pick a beard who he gets along with, you know? If Eleanor does smoke, well, Louis found a smoking buddy. It's clear to me that every girl that Louis has been with, it's a stunt. Like, he was literally with Danielle only for a year, so maybe that's how long the contract was. And then he went right back to his ex. That's fucking weird. Nobody really does that, so it's obviously fake. A lot of people have also pointed out that Louis and Eleanor is a toxic relationship, and that's even if it is a real relationship, and it's not a good example to young fans, and I totally agree. Because they're supposed to make us believe that Louis and Eleanor dated for like 2-3 years, and then he cheated on her or dumped her, whatever, just left her for Brianna. And he wasn't even in a relationship with Brianna. He just like knocked her up and had a baby with her. Then during that whole thing, he decided to date Danielle, and that lasted for a year. And then him and Eleanor supposedly got back together in December. And that was when Louis and Danielle were supposedly still dating. So technically he cheated on Danielle with his ex again. See, it's this vicious cycle. It's toxic. And I don't want to believe that Louis is this person who feels like if he's single, he needs to have a girl by his side. That sounds like a closeted gay man to me. When a guy goes back to his ex, it's almost like he's going back to his comfort zone. Like he doesn't want another girl. He's going back to what he's familiar with. And I know I said that on Twitter already. Some of you didn't agree with me because you just think it's a stunt. But it's good to be open-minded to other possibilities. I think regardless if this is a stunt or not, I still think Louis is a confused, closeted gay person. Whereas Harry seems more comfortable with who he is. But that could be an entirely different video. I'm not going to get into that. But I digress, now back to Louis and Eleanor at the James Arthur concert. So this person says, the fact that Ollie is always on Louis' dates though, I've noticed that as well. Why does it seem like Ollie is always there when Louis and Eleanor hang out? I think some people mention that Ollie isn't just a friend to Louis, he's like his security guard or personal assistant or something. So he has to be there in a big event. But you would think if Louis and Eleanor were going on a date, you would think that Ollie would just not be there. Because it's kind of like third wheeling. I don't know if he had anybody else with him. And it's funny, people were saying that Ollie's there to keep Eleanor in check. So if Eleanor tries to kiss Louis or make out with him or touch him, Ollie's there to be like, no, nope. Harry said no. That would be amazing. We also got a post that said, Louis is at the James Arthur gig with Eleanor. They made out. I'm gonna say pictures or it didn't happen. And no guys, I'm not being biased because I say this stuff about Larry's stuff too. If someone's like, oh, Louis and Harry made out or they were seen together somewhere holding hands or just something just kind of ridiculous that's never happened before, I'm gonna be like, okay, we need pictures because I'm not gonna believe you and get my hopes up. So I'm not being biased. I don't just do this about Louis and Eleanor, I do it about Larry as well. The only pictures we got of Louis and Eleanor was them sitting next to each other, his arm around her, and also them holding hands when they were walking out. And that was when Louis put on his big fake smile. He was like this. I think Louis only did that because he knows we say, oh, Louis never smiles when he's with Eleanor, so he on purposely accentuated his smile to look more real. Honey, that's not how you do it. Don't people know that the bigger your smile is, it looks more fake? Like if I went around like this looks so fake, like I'm not happy, I'm depressed right now. I'm kidding. But I mean seriously, Louis, if you're gonna put on that big smile and have your whole face lit up like a clown, that doesn't mean you look any more happy. Like just be genuine, just be normal, be relaxed. Oh wait, you can't do that because Eleanor's there. Also, there was some speculation about Eleanor's shoes. This says, we all thought the girl with the black booties was Eleanor, but Eleanor is actually in the black wearing white shoes and Louis is pretending like she isn't even there. Ha, that's even more funny. This is actually quite typical for a Louis and Eleanor outing. Louis will ignore Eleanor half the time, and then when cameras are around, he will try to put a smile on and put his arm around her or hold hands awkwardly. And that's how you date your beard. This says, it's funny because Ollie and the girl looked more coupley together, but the girl wasn't even with them. She was in the row in front. I saw that in the picture. Did you guys see that? Here's Ollie all the way on the side, and then there's a girl in front of him, and that's just like a totally different girl, not even a part of the group. They look more coupley than Louis and Eleanor. This says, I still can't believe they legit just treated Danielle for Eleanor and acted almost as if she never left. Not to mention the fact that he has a kid and a baby mama that are pretty much non-existent in his public life lately. Not that I'm complaining. I just don't get how people can think this is all real and still stan him if they really think he would be this much of a fuckboy. It's also bizarre and I'm tired for him, to be honest. And this person responds, because they don't care if he's a fuckboy or not, they just care about anything that proves he's not with Harry. Exactly. They will go through all lengths to make sure that people don't believe Larry. And it's like, why? Why are you trying to cover up something that's supposedly not not real. Makes it seem like it is. Sorry. The reason why I still stan Louis is because I don't believe the rumors. I don't believe he's a fuckboy. I don't believe that he would just go from here to here to here and then go in a circle again. And look, I'm not the type of person to point out Louis's face all the time and say, he's not happy, because who am I to say? I don't do that to all the pictures. I will admit sometimes Louis looks genuinely happy, but there's just some that are pretty obvious that he's not, and it's just an observation. This says, honestly, even if people don't believe in Larry or the stunts, how can they ship Eleanor? The relationship is not healthy. He cheated on her, got a woman pregnant, left her for another, and no less than 3 weeks after that breakup, he comes to you. Exactly, like, who would want that? And if you're a fan of hers, why would you want that for her if this were all legit? And this person comments, you know, I tried to sit back and think about Eleanor and Louis' relationship without the whole Larry thing, and to be honest, if this is all real, then I actually feel bad for her, because Louis cheated on her with Brianna, and the poor girl, and then broke up with her, and apparently he was mentally abusive to her. He got the girl he cheated on pregnant, and then went on to become a proud father, and in between all these, he got himself a new girlfriend, and now according to The Sun, they got back last December after Jay's death. But we have actual proof about him being in the UK all the time, because apparently Danielle helped him cope with the loss of his mother. They even celebrated his birthday together, and she posted a pic of them on her Instagram, calling him love. But now according to The Sun, Eleanor was back with Louis since December, so that means that Louis once again cheated on Danielle with Eleanor. Because what we gather from this is that Louis is commitment phobic who can't get a grip on his own self. Don't her fans feel bad for her? Like, if this is all real, then this is the most toxic relationship ever. And if this is all real, then I seriously feel very, very bad for her, because she came back for a man who couldn't be there for her in the first place. I mean, technically, yeah, this is really sad. I hope all this is not true. But hey, you can't blame Louis for everything. Eleanor has a brain of her own. If she thought it was toxic, she didn't have to get back into the relationship. She could have said no. And to be honest, I thought Eleanor had a boyfriend. I was seeing him on Instagram and everything. So did she cheat on him for Louis, or did they just break up, or was it just never a thing? I'm confused with that too. First they implied Louis cheated on Eleanor with Brianna, and now they say he cheated on Danielle with Eleanor. No, just no, Louis isn't like that. Exactly. That's why I'm not putting all the blame on Louis, because I don't believe half of this. And even if it did happen, you can't just blame it all on Louis. As I said, Eleanor could have said no. And then after all this, we got recent pictures of Louis in Florida, so I don't know if he's still there. And then he tweets, honestly, too fucking excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow is today because he tweeted it at midnight. So I don't know what's happening today. Please write it down in the comments. Okay, now on to Harry and his music. So as we all know, Harry's never on Twitter, he's never active on any social media, but the other day he did tweet, but it was about a cause. He says, today millions of people are still without safe drinking water. Please help at Drop for Drop in making a difference. Harry does this every year, and so does the other boys. I think Niall did it as well. So please spread awareness, retweet, go help. I did. But now on to Harry's music. It says, update. Gijam Studios, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, is a studio that Harry recorded his album in while in Jamaica. I mean, guys, look at these pictures. One, it's blue and green themed. I just had to point that out. And two, oh my god, it just looks so luxurious. If Harry recorded his shit there, I can't wait to hear the album. It's probably gonna be so loved up. But speaking about the album, this tweet says, unconfirmed, Elvis Duran, a radio show host, said that he has heard Harry's single and that it will be played on radio April 7th. So this got everybody riled up. Everybody thought that this was confirmed and that the album would actually be dropped on April 7th. But no, guys, it was fake. If anything, on Elvis Duran in the morning show, they were talking about Kendrick Lamar.
We have another song coming out with the 7th. Yeah, April 7th. Tell them who it is. Harry Styles. Harry Styles. Yeah! I'm just saying this new Harry Styles song is just incredible. And I'll tell you why I think they're right. Because I've heard it. It's amazing.
So it says, so someone made a completely fabricated rumor about Harry's release date on April 7th, and the radio actually was talking about Kendrick Lamar. This is why I say, guys, don't get your hopes up. I still think Harry's album will be released this year, so even if it's not April 7th, it doesn't really matter. We're still gonna hear it at some point. And now on to baby Arla. So basically, Lottie's been posting a lot of Snapchats of her and this baby, and in one of the Snapchats, you can see a hand in the background, and people are speculating that's Harry's hand because of the shape and the coat he's wearing, and also the fact that he's wearing rings. But to be honest, guys, that could be anybody's hand. This says, wow, the Tomlinsons are really enjoying their time with these babies. I've never seen them so happy to see babies since the youngest twins were born. She took more pictures in 10 minutes with that baby than pictures with her supposed nephew in 1.5 years, despite having seen him several times. It says it all. The Tomlinsons totally forgot about Freddie. This is hilarious. So at first I was gonna say, well, maybe the Tomlinsons don't take pictures of Freddie because they want the baby to have privacy and all that, which I agreed with in the beginning. But if you're talking about babies having privacy and all that, then why are you taking pictures of this baby supposedly named Arla or whatever? If you can take pictures with this baby, why can't you take pictures with Freddie? Again, I'm all for respecting a baby's privacy. I'm not saying they have to take pictures with Freddie, but it's just funny how they're taking more pictures with other babies than their own nephew. That's why it's shady. This also says Harry getting Arlo or Arla tattooed. Baby Arla, also Lottie putting a rose. So a lot of people were thinking that this was Harry and Louis's baby because of Harry's tattoo saying Arlo or Arla, and the fact that they put a rose emoji, which is another tattoo that Harry has. This says, so basically Lottie posted a snap of a baby named Arla, and there have been theories that the new tattoo Harry got that said Arlo is actually Arla. It makes sense though. Arla has more meaning, and recently Lottie has been posting many pictures of babies on her Snapchat. And I'm not trying to reach, but I'm screaming because this actually makes sense. A Larry baby. Even though the speculation doesn't seem far off, I'm gonna have to break it to you guys. This is not Harry and Louis's baby. It's actually a baby that Fizzy babysits. It's a baby of a family friend. So this says speculation of Arla being Larry's child. She's actually a kid that Fizzy babysits. And here's confirmation. It says the lovely Fizzy with baby Arla Mosby. She's top of my babysitter list. And this says Nell McDonald and her new best mate Arla. And the father seems to be Matthew McDonald. Wow, a lot of babies. So no, it's not Louis and Harry's baby, but it was fun to speculate and think that they actually did have a child. But you know what? Louis and Harry already had a Larry Love child back in 2012 on stage. Good times. Anyway guys, that's all the news for today. Hopefully I cleared everything up, hopefully it made sense. And like always, I make a video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin. You're my sweetie pie.